Hello, this is Sztygrys. I will review the game from EGD. The black player was Minewen and white was Evangili 20. This was an interesting game. This invasion to the Sezon is not really popular. In the old days it was a Joseki. We can do it immediately after playing the 017 move. But nowadays it is not common. We can play like this, we can play like this, we can play like this, but the move here is not so popular. And in the old days the idea was that we just make a living shape in the corner, and in some cases we can cut. But usually we need to come back to the corner and black get the influence, and this is too easy for black. This is especially when we have this shimari in the lower right, this is too easy for black. In the game white played this one, which is a bit strange. And the only way we want to play this is when we want to make a call. But here we can see that there is no need to make a call. We can make a living shape like this without call. In the game white played this call. And the problem is that we don't really have the co-threats. Like the core is quite big. We lose the core as white, we will lose a lot, and we don't really have the co-threats. In the game, white played this one, which is probably the biggest, and black just ignored, which makes sense. And not only we have the territory here, but we have very strong position to create something on the upper or right side. Now white just continues with the threat. I would rather cut from this side because it's closer to the corner. In the game black just got the big corner, which is too easy. This is too easy for black. It is a bit better for white locally, but just a bit. And it would be even a bit better for white if we don't do this exchange. This exchange is very bad. This is a clear cash. We play a center exchange that does not help. It doesn't help. It is just bad for white. If we play this, black still will extend. And why this exchange is bad? It looks like we just take 1 point from black, but we also lose the liberties for this group. And this is important because without this exchange, we can catch a black stone in Geta. We can play a Geta like this. So we don't care about the ladder and ladder breakers. This is very important. In the game, we still capture the black stone, but we need to be careful that if black will play some ladder breaker, then he will be able to escape. It's very, very bad exchange. Cash. Here black took the territory in the corner. It is fine. As black, I would probably want to fight here because we are very strong in the upper right corner. Something that I would suggest would be something like this. If we play like this, there will be a fight, and we are so strong that the fight is good for black. This is what I would suggest. This was a bit too easy for white. Maybe it was okay also to play from this side. If we, for example, get this result, then we should be rather happy. And white cut. There are many weaknesses in one shape, in white shape. I'm not really sure if we can do anything very bad, but maybe. maybe it would be possible. In the game, black connected, which makes sense. White added the move. Atari and extended. Now I'm not sure if we want to play this Atari. Maybe we can leave it for later, because if we play like this, White will probably not play like this, because there will be a problem on the left side. So we can always play this Atari later. And maybe in some cases we will want to play the Atari from the other side. So maybe we can just don't play this. Don't play this. In the end, White got some territory on the left side, but Black got the group that is also quite strong. Unfortunately, White got center to play the lower side. So the whole sequence, I don't like it for Black that much, but it should be alright. Here White captured, and capturing in this situation when our opponent played this Atari, this is usually a good move, because there is no more weaknesses. But in this case, I would consider this one, because already there is no ladder, so we don't care about that, and it will be harder for Black to get into the lower side. So this is what I would play, and Black played this one. This is not so big, I would say. The stone here is not as important as we can expect, and if White would cut here, there is still a possibility to go out with the stone. It's still possible. So I think this was not so important. Here there are two sides that are important: the upper side and the lower side, and we need to decide which one we want to play on. I would, for example, really like the move like this, because we are creating something on the upper side. We are strong here, so it will be easy, and there is a little pressure to the left group. It looks like this group is alive, but there are some, I would say, it is not 100% alive, I would say. Maybe to even use this, we can play the attachment. I'm not sure. But there is a bit pressure that we can put on the group. For example, if White will ignore, maybe we can just get some moves in center. And if we get those moves in center, then it will be much easier to create something big on the upper side. So this would be my idea. And this would be acceptable for Black. And also acceptable would be some invasion on the lower side, because the lower side is also very interesting. For example, we can just invade. We can also play like this, but this seems a bit small. Maybe we can try to invade on a bigger scale. In the game, Black added another move, and it is so submissive. Like, we don't really worry about this group. This group is already very strong. We added so much to it. Like, we added this one, we added this one, and now it is impossible to attack this group. We need to try to make some territory. Here, on the other hand, this is the perfect time to add a move on the upper side. And now it is very hard to create something bigger there for Black. Black would have to invade the lower side, but it's much harder now when we have this move. And White will probably get a lot on the lower side anyway. And Black will have not enough liberties. In the game, white play here, and black played the m17 move. I would say it is much too close to the all-17 move. We should have played further away. We are so strong. Here we are strong. Here we are strong. We are not afraid. On the other hand, white should be afraid. Like even if white will play like this, as we said, we have some center moves for the group. What kind of moves we need to think about it, but for example this one, maybe some other move. White started to run out, and I don't like the idea because black is strong. It is alright to sacrifice this strong, like it is very small. Black will capture it on a small scale. If we play something like that, and black will capture it, like this is great. We don't lose a lot. And it will be harder for black to get anything bigger. So this would be good for white. In the game, white started a fight, and what is even worse, white added another group here. And this is just crazy. We should not add another group. We should make this group stronger. Like this, or something like this. In the game, white added another group. And it will be quite easy to just make a splitting attack between this group and this group. You can lean on one group and attack the other. And it will be very hard to manage both for white. Here it looks like white will be surrounded, so white really have to struggle a lot to just make a living shape. And maybe black could have played like this to make white not alive locally, or something similar. In the end, black did not manage to kill the white group, but it is still a good result for black, because we got this territory, we got some strength to the lower sides, we can invade more severely, and still this group is not yet safe. We can cut at almost any time and there will be some problems. So even though it was a success for white, the fight was so bad that black got a good result anyway. We also got these stones here, so it will be easier to pressure the group on the upper side. We can just, in the future, we can add like this and get some center moves. Anyway, black invaded. This invasion is rather mild. Maybe the idea was that if white will play like this, then we cut. Maybe. Then I like the idea. But white tried to disconnect. But I don't think white is able to. In the game, black just decided to leave on the lower side, and quite easily black lived. We even have a center. We have a living shape in the center, which is a success for black, I would say. This was a bit strange because we lost this stone for no reason. And now we cut. And this cut does not seem interesting because white should be alive here and white should be alive on the other side. So why should we cut two alive groups? This makes no sense. White can just play away and get something big. Unfortunately for white did not play away. White played this N2 exchange, N2 for M2, and now we are not alive anymore. So this is a problem. And white did not realize that white needs to add a move. If we add a move, still it is good for white, because black add a lot of unnecessary moves here and cut without reason. But we just play this one and black kills us. Very unfortunate, because the game was still close without this group dying. And black made this cut, I think, without reading that the white group is alive. There is no reason to cut this. Absolutely no reason. Okay, sum up. We need to sum up. Here, this was this old Joseki. But we should not play it if we cannot cut here. We don't live locally in the corner, so we need to be careful. Probably we need some additional stones in the area to make this cut work. Ko in the Fuseki in the beginning is very hard to play, because we don't really have big coffers. So the Ajikeshi, this is the definition of the Ajikeshi. We play the exchange that we have sent at any time, and that is not good for us, because it takes away our possibilities. It also takes away our liberties. We need to realize that we are very strong in the upper right corner. We want to use it. We want to fight here. This would be idea. And later black also did not realize that he is strong and did not want to fight on the upper side, which was very strange. Yes, this one. Like here, we should not be afraid of this group. We should be playing this one to make the upper side bigger for us. Here, it was a perfect timing to play this one. This is very big. It may be not look like this, but black is so strong, it will be very easy for black to get a lot on the upper side. And already we have this support, which is very important. Strong group. So if we play like this, now it is hard to take a lot on the upper side for black. We are happy to sacrifice the stone. Like, this is very close to our strength. So we don't want to start a fight. Even when we jump out, black can always connect under, so this stone is never really in danger. So there is no sense at escaping. No sense. And creating another group is just crazy. Like, we already have a one weak group. If we create another, then we are doomed. In the end, white managed to like make a living shape, but it should not be possible. Here, we can just play like this, and there is no way white will get a living shape. No way. And the last thing, if we have two white living groups, there is no point in cutting them. This move is like nothing. It was worth nothing, because white is already alive on both sides. Like, the fact that white died on the right side is not helping my argument, but this is because white made many mistakes with this group. Okay, that would be all. Thanks for listening to the review. I hope you learned something. See ya!